those who are new to this channel, my name is Jaya, and in today's video, I am so excited to show you guys my get ready routine for the morning. I'm not going to be using too many products. I like to keep it really simple, especially because I'm not doing anything special today. I'm just going out to run a few errands with my boyfriend in the city center and probably maybe see a couple friends, and yeah, that's all I'll be doing today. So let's get right into the video. Before I start touching my face, I like to start off with clean hands. So for that, I like to use the Atoderm, which is really great for sensitive skin and eczema prone skin. So yeah, I like to wash my hands with that first. When I'm done washing my hands, the first thing that I like to do is actually wet my face. So I've splashed my face with a bit of water. In the morning, I don't like to go in with a cleanser, just because I feel like my skin has been, reacting to not washing my face in the morning a lot better. So yeah, I don't wash my face in the morning. I like to just splash a bit of cold water into it and dry it a bit. So it's a little bit moist at the moment. I don't have anything on, and I'll begin with my SPF. For SPF, I used to use this Bliss Block Star SPF, but this has unfortunately kind of run out, and I find it so difficult now to buy it in the UK. And yeah, it was my go-to favorite everyday SPF to use in the morning, but unfortunately you can't get this anymore now in the UK.
Walk out the door, you see someone that you know and they ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Now I actually have a new SPF that I've been using, and that is the Hero Force Field sunscreens. Now these sunscreens are SPF 30. They are both 17.5% zinc oxide, and I feel like I do tend to gravitate more towards zinc oxide based sunscreens because I feel like it helps with the oil or sebum regulation, I think, with my oily to combination skin type. So yeah, I'm not too sure if that's the zinc oxide working, but at least in the past or historically, I found zinc oxide based sunscreens to have really helped with the kind of oiliness of my oily to combination skin. So that's why I always go back to zinc oxide based sunscreens. Now I've tried both. The green one is the Superlight sunscreen. Now this one has green tea and it has a bit more of a greenish undertone to it, which is great if you have any kind of areas of redness around the nose or kind of any blemish marks or any kind of red undertones to your skin. This is great for that. However, when I do put it on, I do find that on my Asian skin type, it does leave a little bit of a white cast, and it's a little bit noticeable, a little bit too much for my liking, which is why, in comparison to this, I do prefer the Superbeam Force Field sunscreen. Now, this one doesn't have green tea, it has niacinamide instead. And it has pearl and apricot pigments, which gives it a little bit of a glowy but not greasy look to your skin. Both of them I highly recommend for anybody who has sensitive kind of oily to combination skin. I felt like it had a bit of a mattifying effect without leaving my skin feeling greasy, but it also wasn't overly drying for my skin, which tends to be the issue if you go for sunscreens with a bit more of a mattifying effect. So today, because I do prefer not to have a bit of a white cast on my face, I'll go in with the Superbeam Force Field sunscreen. I like to use 2 pumps, and then I like to get it onto my face. Now that I've applied that on, I do let it sit for a bit. I don't like to go straight away with any makeup because I try to be careful with any kind of pilling. Now, I found that if I don't put any kind of moisturizer on my face before using the Force Field Superbeam sunscreen, I don't get any pilling. However, I have heard online and for some people that they do get a bit of a pilling effect if they kind of mix it in with any other kind of makeup or moisturizer product. So that's why I like to just do it on a kind of damp-ish face, put on the sunscreen, let it sit, let it dry down before going in with my makeup, and I feel like that's really helped to avoid any of that pilling. Now for kind of foundation as a base, I like to go in with the BareMinerals Original. This is the kind of powder foundation from BareMinerals, and I am in the shade Neutral Medium 15. I love this BareMinerals Original kind of powder foundation because it's the only thing that I feel like I can put on my face, look a bit more put together on a day-to-day basis and not have it break out my skin. I've tried so many foundations under the sun and I feel like I've not yet quite found a foundation powder that just sits well and agrees with my skin the way this BareMinerals Original powder foundation does. So yeah, that's why I love it. Now to use this, you just want to take a little bit onto the lid, pour a little bit out onto the lid, so I have a little bit here. I like to go in with a foundation brush. You need to brush take some of the powder onto the brush by tapping it in, and then swirling it around, and then from that, just tap a bit of the excess away, and then you just apply it, brush it onto the face. This is such a easy to use foundation. It's very travel friendly, of course, because it's not a liquid, and it's a powder, and it's so easy to apply, in my opinion, and quick to apply in comparison to kind of liquid foundation. Now that we have a base, I then go in with eyeshadow, again because I'm not going anywhere too special today. I like to keep it very simple and I like to do just one color just to kind of add some depth to my eyes. And I go in with the NARS eyeshadow. This is in the shade Laguna. It's this kind of, I'll show you, it's this brownish color. And yeah, I like to go in just with a very light brush. This is the MAC 217 brush. It's a very just light eyeshadow brush. I like to take the product, swirl it around a bit, tap, and then brush it all over my lid. After doing my eyeshadow, I like to do my brows, and for brows, I love to use this Morphe Chocolate Mousse, and yeah, it's in the shade, I think this is the shade, oh, I can't really figure out what the shade is for this, but it's this dark brown color, and yeah, I like to go in with a short angled brush that I like to use a little something like this, and then I like to dip it in, and then I like to actually brush my brows up first, and then I can kind of see the areas that needs filling out. Now that I've filled out my brows, I like to go in with brow gel. Now for brow gel, I like to use the Got2b brow gel. This has been so amazing in keeping my brows in place and not allowing it to move, so yeah, that's why I love it. Brush it through. Now that our eyebrows are on fleek, I like to go in with my eyelash curler and to just curl my lashes before I apply my mascara. For my eyelash curler, I use this MASQD eyelash curler. I got this from Boots, and yeah, I think it's great. I feel like it's so good at like really making your eyelashes stick up. So yeah, that's why I repurchased this again and again. Now that I've curled my lashes, for mascara, I like to use the Tower 28 MakeWaves mascara, and this is in the shade Jet Black. I have applied the mascara on both eyes. I've done one coat, but I like to go in with 2 coats, and that's what's great about this mascara. You can actually go in and layer the mascara and not have it like being clumpy or flaky, which is what's I think so great about this Tower 28 mascara. Now with this mascara, I do find that it's not the most lengthening mascara I've ever tried. However, it is great for sensitive eyes. I don't feel like it flakes or smudges throughout the day, which is why I like to use it on a day-to-day basis. But yeah, if you're looking for a very dramatic lengthening effect, I don't quite think that this mascara is that, but it's very practical and convenient for every day, and it doesn't irritate or sting my eyes. So, which is why I love to use it. And again, because you're able to layer it, I can create a more dramatic effect by adding a second coat. What's also great about this mascara is the applicator brush. It's this kind of curved applicator brush, which I think it coats every lash. I think it's because of the kind of silicone bristles. I'm gonna go in with my second coat. And yeah, this is my lashes with the second coat. Now, before I finish off, the last thing that I do like to do is add a bit of a tinted lip balm. For lip balm, I like to use the Pawpaw lip balm. It's a multi-purpose soothing balm, and this has a bit of a red tint to it, which is why I like it. I feel like it adds a little bit of color to my lips whilst also moisturize it. So yeah, I like to apply that. And that completes the final look in my morning routine. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you found any of these products useful and you want to give them a try, I'll leave links down below. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate every single one of you who tune into my videos. I love you guys. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next week.